some attention. Except you, Pluto. Screw you, you little dwarf planet. No one likes you. Just kidding, Pluto. I'm sorry. We all love you. You've always been a planet to us. Here are all the planets in our solar system. Just like the 50 states summarized video, I'll go in an order. But instead of A to Z, I'll go from the sun out. Planet number 1, Mercury, the smallest planet, besides you, old buddy, and also the one that's closest to the sun. Even though it's the closest to the sun, it's not the hottest. It's named after the Roman god Mercury, which is a messenger to the gods, like a holy mailman, I assume. It's very similar in appearance to the moon. In fact, the picture I just showed you right now is the moon. This is Mercury. Its name is commonly confused with the element Mercury, which really doesn't have much relation. Venus, the second planet from the sun. Even though it's not as close to the sun as Mercury, it's by far the hottest planet. I mean, look at that surface. It looks like if you stepped on it for 1 second, you'll end up like this, straight into ashes. It's often called Earth's twin due to its similar size and similar rocky terrain. However, they differ in the fact that one is an inhabitable wasteland, and one is a pretty nice place to be. The reason it's so hot is because it's surrounded by an incredibly thick atmosphere that's almost 100 times larger than Earth's atmosphere, and because of that, the heat from the sun gets trapped and builds up. Earth. You already know about Earth. It's the only planet in our solar system with life, and the only planet in our solar system not named after a Greek or Roman god. We're named after dirt. We have quite the inferiority complex. From the dinosaurs to the cavemen, to the Romans to the Middle Ages, to the World Wars to today. We definitely have the most complex history, us Earthlings. Next. Mars, the red planet. It's named after the Roman god of war, Mars, because of the red color, like the blood of war. It's the home of the highest mountain in the solar system, Olympus Mons, which is 2.5 times taller than Mount Everest. Billions of years ago, Mars may have had water like Earth, and may have looked like this. We were planning to launch manned missions to Mars by 2030. We're coming for you, Mars. No planet is safe from the Earthlings. Jupiter. Alright, now we're on to the gas giant planets. The 4 planets we covered before were rocky, small terrestrial planets. Now we're on to the big boys. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system, and has the Great Red Spot, the largest storm in our solar system, going on for more than 200 years. Imagine if we had tornadoes, hurricanes, and other storms on Earth that lasted centuries and could be seen from space. And also, even though it's shrinking, the Great Red Spot alone is bigger than Earth. That's how gargantuan Jupiter is. And also, this diagram shows you that you can fit every other planet in the solar system inside Jupiter. Oh yeah, and also, it has about 70 moons, one of which is Ganymede, the largest moon in our solar system. Saturn. It's the second largest planet in our solar system, and it's famous for its large rings, which are made up mostly of ice and rocks. It's named after the Roman god of agriculture. Scientists say that it may rain diamonds on Saturn, as well as Jupiter, Neptune, and Uranus. If you put Saturn in water, it would float, because it's mostly made of gas. That is, if you had a body of water that big to put it in. Uranus. Haha, Uranus. It didn't have to be this way, Uranus. You could have been King George. Anyway, Uranus is one of the 4 gas giants, and one of the 2 ice giants, along with Neptune. Why? Because they're cold and blue, and scientists wanted to distinguish them from the other gas giants. It's named after the Greek god Uranos, the god of the sky. See? Why couldn't they name him Zeus or something? That would be a way cooler name than freaking Uranus. Uranus is unique in the fact that it spins on its side instead of on its axis. It also has rings like Saturn, but not as noticeable. And also, Uranus is a gas giant. Haha, get it? Get it? Gas giant? It's so funny! Neptune. Some of its nicknames include Last of the Gas Giants, the Watery Planet, and the Blue Planet. It's the 8th farthest from the Sun. It's named after the Roman Greek god of the sea, Neptune. It is by far the windiest planet in the entire solar system, with winds reaching up to 1,300 miles per hour. Neptune is the coldest planet in our solar system. If Pluto was still a planet, it would be the coldest, but right now it's Neptune. It takes Neptune almost 165 years to orbit the Sun, and on July 2011, it completed its first orbit around the Sun since its discovery in 1846. It is the smallest gas planet, and only one spacecraft has flown by Neptune, the Voyager 2, and it took this beautiful picture. And now that I'm done all the planets, we have a moment of silence for Pluto.